Hello. I'd like to talk a little bit about the credit card statement that we use, and we have to get that to the bookkeeping department each month. Um, First of all, it's Chase is the credit cards we use. The I wanted to try to show you more on the screen, and it looked like it wasn't working, so I'm just going to explain this for now. And then hopefully I can figure out how to show you on the screen. However, what I do is I save in my bookmarks the login for Chase. And then that way I can just easily go to it. It's got three different accounts in there. The first one is the Hyatt account, which I don't use, but I like to keep that account open. The second account is the United Explorer, and that particular account number, it ends in 4947. That account is used to pay all of our vendors for our operations of running Crest PM. I like to try to keep as many of our bills on the same card as possible just for tax purposes, because it's always a write-off, and this is how we run the company. The third card that you'll see on there is the United Club card, and that ends 8896. Now that particular card is specifically and only used for vendors to do repairs on the rental properties. And then what we do is we pay that out of the rents account that goes into Wells Fargo. We have an auto pay on that. It pays it every month in full. And actually, that's the way it is for the Internet Explorer, but that comes out of our operating account, Crest PM Main. But for the club card, that comes out of the rents account. Now, the rents account has the owner's funds in it, and we actually deduct, well, let me start over. We actually put all of their rental income for that month into that account. So if their rent's $2,000, we do that. If there was bills to vendors for their property, let's say it was $500. Well, then we would go ahead and deduct that $500 from their account and then just give them the $1,500. So in that account, we can go ahead and we can just pay that credit card. Now, the bookkeepers do not get access to the credit cards and those statements. They do, however, get access to the bank statements. So if there was an EFT or a direct deposit or something done through the bank, they can see it, but they cannot reconcile anything without seeing that credit card statement. So it's very important that we get the activity and the most previous statement or latest statement, I should say, to them as soon as possible when we get it. A lot of times they will remind you if you forget, excuse me, via email. They'll just say, can you please update us on the most recent statements? And then you just go ahead and attach that statement. I keep a file in my internet, in my OneDrive, for each of the credit cards, and then I save the statements in there, just for my reference. So anyway, with that said, I think that's about all I need to say for that particular issue at this time. But thanks for listening.